In this quick video guide, we're going to see how we can manage lights in a Blender scene using a couple of add-ons. One is to create a 3-point light system, and the other one, which we're going to focus mainly in this video, it's the Light Manager add-on, which is really handy when you need to manage different lights in a system. So if you want not to go in the outliner, which is fine, but it's a bit complex because you don't have like all the lights in one screenshot in a glimpse, but you need to go one by one, and you need to modify them here in the panels down below. So it's easier and faster to use the light manager. Now, first of all, let's see where we can find the light manager, and then we will use it in our scene. And I'm going to create a new scene from the beginning. So I'm going to go here and create a general file like this. First of all, let's get the add-on. So you need to type Light Manager add-on Blender in Google, and the first result right here will be fine. So if you click here, you're gonna get into Gumroad, and you can support the author of this add-on if you want. You can place a number here if you want to support with a price that you think is fair, and then you click on this button here. In this pink button is gonna bring you to your area. You need to insert your email, and then you will be prompted to this page right here where you can download it. So you click on download, and it's gonna be downloaded in your download folder. You can see it also from here. This is a py file. So let's close everything and let's get into Blender again. Here we are. Now let's get to Edit, Preferences, and let's turn on the add-ons that we need. Now, if we don't have already installed the add-on, we need to go to Install, and this is for the Light Manager. So I'm gonna click on Install, gonna navigate in my download folder, gonna select the file, and just click on Install Add-on. And then you should see it right away, but if you don't see it, you can just type here Light. Now you can see I have different add-ons activated. Some of these are already in Blender, so you just need to activate them. You don't need to install it. Now for this video, I'm going to use the tree lining system right here, or add-on, and then I'm going to use the Scene Light Manager, which is the one we are focusing on. So Scene Light Manager. So everything is fine now in the add-ons section. Now let's get into the scene. I want to create a monkey head. So add mesh and go to monkey, so that we have something a little bit more fun to use the light with. And then in the modifiers, I'm going to add quickly a subdivision surface just to make the monkey look nice and smooth, and then right click and shade smooth. I can also see some wireframe there. I don't want to actually see it, so I'm going to deactivate the wireframe. Also going to deactivate the axis and the floor, because I want to have a nice 3D scene where I can test my lights. Now let's add first the lights. You have already a light when you first start Blender, so you can place it like in front on the top. And if you want to see the render results, you can go here, and this is Eevee, which is the faster render engine, which is fine for now. Then we're gonna switch to cycles. So you can see that I can have in preview of what the render will be and the shadows and everything else. So this looks nice as a position for this light. Now let's go to Add Light, 3-point lights. Now what 3-point lights does is that it's adding these 3 lights. Now be careful, because it's gonna add the system based on what you are selecting. So I want to select the monkey head, and then again do Add Light, 3-point light. Be careful, otherwise those are going to be pointed to something else. Now this one here is the key light. You can see it's right here, and this is the backlight, which should come from the back. So I'm going to move it like this. And this one here is the fill light, which is usually has to be in the other side, in the opposite side of the key light. But this is something you can do whatever and however you want. So I already created another video guide for this 3-point light system. So if you want to see it, go and check it out. You can also check other video courses in the channel about Blender and also video guides. Now here I can adjust the size, which is also going to affect the shadows and the intensity of the light. I can position the light differently. So in terms of position, I can manage the lights from the 3D view. But in terms of intensity, and because I cannot see these lights right now, so let's use the key light first. And I'm going to decrease the intensity of this one here. So every time I need to go here and then go down here and then change the intensity and see what's happening there in the 3D scene. Then if I want to use this other one, I need to select it, change. Let's change the color, for example, like this, and I need to increase or decrease. So everything runs from here. And every time I need to switch from a light to the other. Now, when we use the Light Manager add-on, we have everything under control. We can manage and control everything. So press N of the keyboard, and you're going to open up the sidebar and then go all the way down to LM. This is where you will find the Light Manager add-on right here. Make sure it's open, and then show all lights. So we can see all the lights that we have in the scene, and now we can manage all of them directly from here without going to switch. And I can also manage the world. Now the world right now is gray, so I'm gonna make it white. So this is the overall environment. And then I'm gonna decrease the intensity to 0.1. Or if you want total black, you can press 0. Well, I don't want total black. Let's say 0.07. So it's kind of a really dark gray, which is fine for a studio, I guess. And this one here is the first light. You can also change the name here. So this is like the standard Blender light. Okay, and you can change again the intensity from here. You can change the color. Now you can also use smaller increments. You can also select all lights from here, which could be handy. And you can go one by one. So you can change. This one here is the backlight. So let's make it like blue, and then let's increase the power. And you can also increase this with the increments, which is kind of handy. So you can see that blue light is coming from behind. This is supposed to be again the backlight, but could also come from kind of a side view like this. So you can adjust then all the lights to your liking. And then we have this other one, which is the key light, which is not visible at the moment. So I can increase it, and there you go. So we have also now a key light. So once you're ready, you can also move into the rendered with the cycles, which is like more defined and realistic. And you can continue here to adjust all the lights. If you think they're too bright, you can start like to dim down some of these lights like this. So I'm dimming the lights that's coming from above, and perhaps I want to change the key light and so on. So you can play around. You can use increments, or you can just click and slide with the left mouse here, change the colors, customize, and create your own lighting system. So you can see now it's getting a little bit more three-dimensional thanks to the different types of lights. So you can change also the size from here. Now remember that bigger size will make softer shadows, and smaller size will make sharper shadows. And again, you will find other courses and guides about lighting in Blender. So this will be all for this guide. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, and if you want to support us, join the channel. Thanks, and see you in the next.